Good morning, seniors, and welcome to another edition of Coronapocalypse Economics. It is now week 31. We are on business cycles, economic indicators, and for personal finance, we'll talk about the necessity of emergency funds. This week's episode is brought to you by Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, we're no longer the worst thing that flies through the air. Spirit Airlines. Okay, guys, so two things to remember before I dive into the schedule and explanation. Note number one, please remember, this stuff is extra credit, and some of you are desperately in need of it. Number two, this will be the last thing I post for the next 2 weeks. Next week is technically spring break, so I will be going dark, and will return with more learning enhancements on April 6th. Okay, so this week I got 6 things for you. 2 sets of lecture notes. You will note that the PowerPoint, guys, is left up here, but I do not have the videos posted yet. I will be doing them later over the course of Monday, as my son, the neighborhood dogs, and the tree trimming crew outside my window allow it. So besides the lecture notes, one on the business cycles, that is the one I recommend you read first, and then the economic indicators. This goes from kind of a smaller to a larger topic. In between, I'm going to give you some activities, including a bit of a research one on understanding unemployment, how it works, how we track it, and then you will be looking at some emergency funds. And finally, I will have something for you that is topical. In fact, it was posted literally Monday morning. I deleted the original assignment and replaced it, where you will track the effects of coronavirus on the economy. And finally, we have some video lesson notes. So let's go through your answer sheet piece by piece. Lecture notes, guys, same thing as you did the last week prior to the essay. Don't think I need to go over that. But your first activity, the understanding of unemployment, is in 2 parts. First, I'm teaching you the basic math. It's a real simple equation. I just want you to follow along and get that sorted out. Then you've got the more detailed one where you're going to follow this link to this page. Now, this is an updated page. You'll notice it's as of February 2020. We do not have the economic data in for March, although I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Not in a good way, but at least interesting. So, we have several boxes here to follow. Using those boxes, I want you guys to go ahead and answer these questions. Now, please note, compared to some of the other weeks, there isn't a lot extra being posted here. I simply included a lot more of the questions here rather than blank spots to write the answers, and there's a lot more links being used, so keep that in mind. Then we have the lecture notes again, this time on the, it says investments, that needs to be fixed. This should say economic indicators. And remember, guys, this is why we go through things, because even if you've looked at it 10 times in the last 2 days, you still might miss an error. Okay, after you go through the economic indicators, you can either read it for yourself or you can watch it on screen projection while I narrate the lecture. You're going to go into the activity on emergency funds. I have a video for you guys to follow that you can find right here through the Bank of America provided Better Money Habits. It's a short video. It's 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Use that to answer the next couple questions. And then move on. Now, this assignment is the one that I'm most happy about. This is the meatiest assignment of this week, which is an article I've assigned to you guys regarding why emergency funds are so important. So, to read, now that you're aware of what emergency funds are, it's time to consider why they are more necessary than ever in the current circumstances. Read the article and give a 1 to 2 sentence summary of what each of the 9 charts tells us about the COVID-19 pandemic, what it is currently doing to the economy, or what it is likely to continue to do so. So this is a brand spanking new as of 8 a.m. on March 30th, Monday. 9 economic charts for you guys from the economists at Vox. So it's going to run through jobless claims. It's going to run through predictions. It's going to run through search algorithms and what that can tell us about people's concerns. Natural disasters comparison. It's going to look at the breakdowns by education, race, age, income brackets on who has suffered income loss, either partial or total, due to the pandemic already. And remember, guys, we're only about 6 weeks into it. It's going to look at the Dow Jones. It's going to look at the emerging markets. Now, emerging markets, for those who don't know or don't recall that term from a few weeks ago, those are the markets that are in third world countries that are growing. The stimulus package checks, how that's going to work, and finally, unemployment checks. So this is a fantastic article that gives you a lot of information in a very compact way. I want you to read through it. I want you to compact it a little bit more. Show that you're able to internalize this economic information, what it's showing you, what you need to know about it, or how it can inform your responses, including, very importantly, emergency funds. And lastly, I have 2 videos for you guys. The economics of healthcare, I don't think I have to explain why that one's kind of topical and important right now. But the other one, slightly morbid, the economics of death. And if you're thinking to yourself, Mr. Barber, what is wrong with you? Why would you give us a video like that? Well, 1, many things. But number 2, it is a simple fact, 1, of life, that it ends, and 2, of the current situation. The predictions of total American dead, according to the leading epidemiologist, Dr. Fauci, is anywhere between 38,000 and 1.7 million. So, it's a good time to understand the economics of death, as unpleasant a topic as it may be. That is your schedule for this week. Please remember, guys, that I will have office hours now from 9 to 10 a.m., on Thursdays and Fridays. I will bump up the announcement with the links to the top of Google Classroom on Thursday morning so that they are easily found. I will hang out there for the hour. You can come and go as you need or as you please, whether it's a specific question of the assignments or you simply have a general question about either the economic situation or the coronavirus social isolation, quarantine, pandemic situation, since I am using my time stuck at home to obsessively read about it. Alright guys, good luck, have fun, try to remember to wash your hands. Enjoy.